Hey, good morning and welcome down to the Buzz right here on, well, not the Buzz, I just got my show names mixed up. It's the Kaleidoscope right here on Relax Radio. Time right now is 7:10 in the morning. It's Thursday, the 18th of March, and you're with me, Delano, and I'm going to be with you till 10 a.m. right here on this beautiful Thursday morning, helping you wake up and leaving you with lots of positive thoughts because starting off the day positively is what helps us get through it in a much better fashion than if we were negative about it and went through with negative thoughts. Negative thoughts always hold you back, all right? So, good morning. Welcome down to the show. I'm currently going live on Relax Radio on Facebook and on YouTube. And also, you can listen to us on our app, the Relax Radio app. It's available on the App Store and the Play Store. Just search for RELAKS Radio and you can listen to us on demand. All right, so today my main topic is going to be how to develop a long lasting positive mindset. Now, are you a glass half empty or a glass half full sort of person? Are you? Just ask yourself that. Now, studies have demonstrated that both can impact your physical and mental health, and that being a positive thinker is the better of the two. Obviously, that's pretty obvious. It's pretty straightforward, right? If you think about it. A recent study followed 70,000 women from 2004 to 2012 and found that those who were optimistic had a significantly lower risk of dying from several major causes of death, including things like heart disease, stroke, cancer, infection, respiratory diseases, and other proven benefits of thinking positively will include things like better quality of life, you'll have high energy levels, you'll have a better psychological and physical state, you will have faster recovery times from injury or illnesses, you'll have fewer colds, lower rates of depression, better stress management and coping skills, and a longer lifespan. That is all by simply having a positive mindset. Those are the benefits of having proven benefits of having a positive mindset. And looking at things that like looking at what would cause if you had a negative mindset. You're going to end up with so many bad things in your life as well, like disease, heart attacks, stroke, dementia. You'll have headaches, body aches, nausea, fatigue, difficulty sleeping. Those are the side effects of negative thinking, because negative thinking and many feelings that can accompany it, such as pessimism, stress, and anger, can cause a number of physical symptoms and increase your risk of disease and a shortened lifespan as well. So, thinking negative is never a good thing for you. All right. Now, when you take a walk around and look at people, one of the things that will stand out to you is that there's a general negative mindset going around, right? Whether people are negative about their country's leadership, global warming, the weather, or even their favorite team and sports team losing. The bottom line is people are increasingly having a negative attitude towards life, right? Now, if you have a generally negative inclination towards life, you will find that your mind will seek out and amplify that everything which is negative around you, that all of that will be just amplified, all right? Amp to 10, if you ask me. For an instance, you might find yourself angry over not winning the lottery. But if you think about it, you know statistically the chances of something like you winning the lottery are simply slim to none, right? It's pretty slim. But if you think negatively, you might find it detrimental and you might find yourself being angry over simple things like that as well. The approach that you have towards life obviously matters a lot. And you have most likely heard of mantras like think positive vibes. And you might be wondering how exactly you should have positivity in your life and how to grow the little you have, or even cultivate it from scratch, right? So don't worry, I've got you covered. I've got a few tips on how to develop and keep a positive mindset forever flowing in your life. And that in turn will give you many benefits like health, better health benefits, and a better outlook on life in general. And every day when you start off the day positively, you're ready to face new challenges with a smile, and it's a general good feeling when you think positively all the time. Even if things are going bad, there's always a positive to look at in that thing that is going bad in your life, all right? Instead of looking at the negative side of it. So let's get straight into it. I'm going to start off with my first point of thinking positively and how to develop a long lasting positive mindset. The first point is for you to mind your language. Because, yes, your language will determine a lot of when you're trying to cultivate a living mindset. What you say is largely influenced by what you feel, or it goes to influence what you feel. Consider this sentence. Let's think about this sentence, right? If I say, today is a total mess, I woke up late, I'm late to work, no one appreciates my effort, that sentence is very negative, right? The person like me speaking that sentence has already made the conclusion that the subject that's today is bad. Thus, I'm more likely to focus on every single thing that will not go my way, right? Now, think about this sentence. If I say it this way, today's a good day. I woke up late, but I'm glad to have woken up at all. I may have been late to work, but I'm lucky I have a job to go to, and I have a job for myself that pays the bills at the end of the month, and I wasn't fired. The people around me may not appreciate my efforts, but I'll still work to the best of my ability because it's my job to do so. Now, look at how different that sentence is as opposed to the first sentence I gave you. The second sentence is very positive. Although things haven't gone your way, although things haven't gone my way this morning, I still turned it around and I spoke positive thoughts, and I put those positive thoughts and I started it off that way, right? So, now, the second sentence had a more or less it was more or less, like I said, it was the same as the first sentence, but turned around and used a lot of positive thoughts in it. Now, if you walked into an office and found two people working, and person A said the sentence that I said first, the negative sentence, and person B said the positive sentence, it's very easy for you to differentiate the first person from the second one. Now, when you have spoken positively about your day, you end up appreciating the small things and finding a reason or two to propel yourself to get through that difficult day, all right? So think positively, and your language matters. That is your first point. Your second point is to read books. Now, books are an invaluable source at your disposal. They teach, encourage, ridicule, and even lift your spirits. Well, one of the things you need to do if you want to create and foster a positive mindset is crack open a book, start reading it. There are countless books out there available either in soft or hard copies, whichever you prefer to read. There are advantages and disadvantages to reading either a soft or hard copy, but at the end of the day, you still get to read a book. Now, when looking for a book to read, look for ones that will lift you positively, all right? Look for ones with positivity that will leave you feeling better, because sometimes there are books that could make you feel negative after you read through it, depending on the storyline and whatnot. So make sure you pick the proper type of book as well. If you're unsure about such books, you can ask for help from the bookstore that you decide to get your books from, or when you search online, you can search for positively themed books, all right? And you can also ask for guidance from your circle of friends regarding any book that would give you a positive mindset. Now, if you read a book and find it helpful, don't feel shy to recommend it to your friends or someone you think that might need it, because spreading that positivity is what we have to aim to do, all right? In this negative world, we need to spread positivity, right? So some of the books you should try and read include books like The Alchemist by Paul Coelho, The Magic by Rhonda Byrne, As a Man Thinketh by James Allen, The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Peale, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, The Charge by Brendan Burchard, and many, many others. If you're unsure about the list that I gave you, you might go ahead and ask for the recommendations from a trusted source, but make sure you get yourself some positive books, positively themed books, so that you can get into that positive mindset. And my final point for my first talk segment on how to develop a long-lasting positive mindset is to hang around positive people. Now, this would come as another no-brainer as well. Now, you are a sum total of your friends, right? If you hang around negatively minded people, you will most likely end up being negative yourself. Friends will play a big role in what we do and how we do it. Now, for an example, if you walk into some place, you will find people clustered together, hanging around. Let's take a pub for an example. You will find people clustered together, having a drink or two, hanging around. Now, if you investigate further, you'll find that most of these clusters have something in common. Either they're workmates, went to school together, or even want to venture to business together, all right? Now, more often than not, you'll find that there's a member of the group that doesn't fit in. They'll be sidelined, or they'll fade out of the group for a more appealing one in their eyes. Now, when you hang around positive-minded people, there's a possibility of two things happening. One is that you get frustrated by their jovial nature and you will leave their group. or two, they will influence you into their thinking. Now, if you want to be a positive thinker, you will need to actively seek after a group that is positive, a group of friends that is positive, and try your level best to stick with that group. And it's definitely not going to be easy, I'll tell you that. And change doesn't happen overnight, but the journey is well worth it. Again, if you see someone struggling with positivity, you can engage them and try to have them join your group of friends as well, so that you can help them also to build a positive mindset. All right. So those were the first 3 points I wanted to share with you on how to develop a long lasting positive mindset. I have more of that coming up later during the first hour of the show. Time for you right now is exactly 7:20 a.m. and you're checking out the Kaleidoscope with me, Delano, right here on Relax Radio. Good morning.